Next problem. Calculate the operating leverage and financial leverage under the situation A, B, C and the financial plan are 1, 2, 3. From the following information relating to the operating and capital structure of XYZ Limited for producing additionally 800 units, also find out the combination of operating and financial leverage which gives highest and least value. So information given like selling price rupees 30, variable cost per unit rupees 20, fixed cost for situation A is 2000, B 4000, C 6000, and the one more additional information, that is capital structure. So plan 1 has 10,000 equity and 10,000 debentures, and plan 2 has 15,000 equity, 5,000 debentures, and plan 3 has 5,000 equity and 15,000 debentures. So we need to prepare statement of income for situation A, B, C and for plan first, second and third. So we have to consider plan first, second, third for plan A, situation A, and for B and C. So let's go for this. So you can prepare statement of income separately for situation A, situation B and situation C, or together you can do, so that it saves your time. So first we have to write sales. Sales for 3 situations, it is 800 units and selling price is 30. So 24,000 is a sales. It is same for plan 1, 2, 3 and situation A, B, C. So 24,000 each. So less variable cost. Variable cost is rupees 20 and total units is 800. So 800 into 2, it is 16,000. Same for all the situation and for all plan. So sales minus variable cost, answer is contribution. It is 8,000 each. So less fixed cost. So here fixed cost is varying on the situation. So as it given, for situation A fixed cost is 2,000, for situation B fixed cost is 4,000, for situation C fixed cost is 6,000. So 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 for situation A, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 for situation B, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 for situation C. So finally you will get EBIT 6,000 each for situation A, 4,000 each for situation B and 2,000 for situation C. So less interest. Interest is calculated on debt. So plan 1 has debentures of 10,000 and rate of interest is 12%. So 10,000 into 12%. So rate of interest amount for plan 1 for 3 situation 1,200, 1,200 and 1,200. And plan second, debenture amount is 5,000, rate of interest is 12%. So for plan 2, 5,000 into 12. So interest amount is 600, 600, 600. For plan 2, under plan 2 column we are writing 600, 600. And plan 3 has debentures of 15,000. So 15,000 to 12. So third situation, rate interest amount is 1,800, 1,800 and 1,800. So you'll get EBT 4,800, 5,400, 4,200, 2,800, 3,400, 2,200, 800, 1,400, 200. So as there is no mention about tax rate, so we are assuming there is no tax. So less tax, nil. So earning after tax is same as earning before tax. So here in this problem they have asked to calculate operating leverage and financial leverage, not contribution. Here operating leverage formula is contribution divided by EBIT. So for plan 1, 8,000 divided by 6,000, it is 1.33. Plan 2, 8,000 divided by 6,000, 1.3. Same answer you will get for situation 3 under plan 3 under situation A. and situation B where operating leverage is 8,000 divided by 4,000, 2,000, 8,000 divided by 4,000, 8,000 divided by 4,000, it is 2 times. Okay. Then situation C, 8,000 divided by 2,000, 4 times, 8,000 divided by 2,000, 4 times, 8,000 divided by 2,000, it is 4 times operating leverage. So here plan C has highest operating leverage, so it has highest operating risk. Then financial leverage calculation formula is EBIT divided by EBT. So EBIT is 6,000 divided by EBT 4,800, so it is 1.25. Then 6,000 divided by 5,400, it is 1.11. 6,000 divided by 4,200, 1.42. Then 4,000 divided by 2,800, 1.43. 4,000 divided by 3,400, 1.18. 4,000 divided by 2,200, 1.82. 2,000 divided by 800, 2.5. 2,000 divided by 1,400, 1.43. 2,000 divided by 200, 10 times. So financial risk is highest in situation C under plan 3. Let's move on to the 10 marks problem under this chapter. So ABC company has total sales of 10 lakh. Variable cost comprises of material cost 20% of sales, labor cost 40% of sales, and fixed cost amount of 2 lakh. Calculate EBIT. So they have asked to calculate EBIT. The company desires any one of the following developments: 10% increase in material cost, 20% increase in labor cost, 20% decline in sales. Estimate the effect of each of these developments on operating leverage. So we already worked out these kind of problems, but for more understanding, I am going to explain it once again. So first you have to prepare statement of income. Here for situation you have to prepare statement of income for existing level for 10% increase in material cost, 20% increase in labor cost, and 20% decline in sales. So you are writing sales amount. So here sales is given in amount, that is 10 lakh. So as it is we are writing, okay, but in the fourth column we are reducing sales because 20% decline in sales, 8 lakh. And here we are making assumption with regard to sales that here sales units are not mentioned. So in case of 20% decline in sales, it is assumed that selling price has come down, therefore only sales will change. Other factors like variable cost will not change. That is the assumption we are making. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ selling price ವೇರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ assumption ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ includes material cost is 20% of sales. So sales is 2 lakh, on that 20% means 2 lakh for existing level. And for 10 here in second column there is a 10% increase in material cost. So as we are writing material cost, so 10% increase means 2 lakh plus 20%. So 2 lakh plus 20% means 20,000. So it is 2,20,000. So next 20% increase in labor cost. So it will not affect material cost. So we write as it is. So then fourth column there is a 20% decline in sales. So illi variable cost ge yavade effect agodilla because we are assuming that sales is reduced in its price. Okay, not units. So that's why there will be no changes in the material cost. Then labor cost is 40% of sales. So sales is 10 lakh, it's 40%. Means 4 lakh. So 4 lakh. Then second column 10% increase in material cost. So it will not affect labor cost. It is remain same as existing level. Then third column 20% increase in labor cost. So 4 lakh plus 20% means 80,000. So 4 lakh 80,000 is the labor cost. Then fourth column, so decline is with regard to sales, as the assumption is decline in selling price, not units. So no effect on labor cost. It remains as same as existing situation. Okay, 4 lakh. So contribution is 4 lakh, 3 lakh 80,000, 3 lakh 20,000, 2 lakh. Less fixed cost. It is given in a problem 2 lakh, same for all the level, for all the situation, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh. So EBAT is 2 lakh, 1 lakh 80,000, 1 lakh 20,000, and for the fourth situation it is nil. So you need to write a note. In this problem, sales units are not mentioned. So in case of 20% decline in sales, it is assumed as selling price has come down. Therefore, only sales will change and other factors remain constant. That means variable cost will not vary. So we'll see one more problem, and this is the last problem we are working in this chapter. The operating details of HP Limited are given below. Selling price 12, number of units 25,000, material cost per unit 4, labor cost per unit 4, fixed cost 3 lakh. Calculate operating profit, means EBAT for the above, and determine the effects of any of the following possibilities on the operating profit. So here 10% decline in sales, 25% increase in material cost, 20% increase in fixed cost. So here units is given. So 10% decline in sales is assumed as 10% decline is with regard to the number of units sold. Number of units sold ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ units, as we are calculating it on the units by multiplying it per unit value with the unit. So there will be changes in variable cost along with the sales. Statement of income for fourth situation, existing level 25,000 units, 10% decline in sales. So 25,000 minus 10%, 2,500. So 25,000 minus 2,500, it is 22,500 units. 25% increase in material cost, 25,000 units, because material cost changes ಆಗ್ತದೆ, units ಅಲ್ಲಿ changes ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Then 20% increase in fixed cost, number of units is 25,000, remains same. So sales, so 25,000, per unit value is rupees 12. So 12 into 25,000, 3 lakh. 12 into 22,500, 2,70,000. 12 into 25,000, 3 lakh and 3 lakh. Then less variable cost, material cost rupees 4. 4 into 25,000, 1 lakh. 4 into 22,500, 90,000. 4 into 25,000, it is 1 lakh. Plus there is a 25% increase in material cost. So 1 lakh plus 25%. So first we have to multiply with the units. 4 into 25,000, it is 1 lakh plus 25% increase. So 1,25,000 is a material cost. Then fixed cost is increased in the fourth situation. So no effect on material cost, it is 1 lakh. The labor cost 4 into 25,000, 1 lakh. So here sales is declined. So 4 into 22,500, 90,000. Variable cost changes ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು assumption units sold ಅಲ್ಲಿ changes ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ assumption ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ variable cost changes ಆಗ್ತದೆ. You can observe here. Then for third situation, material cost is changed. So no effect on labor cost. So 4 into 25,000, it's 1 lakh. 4 into 25,000, 1 lakh. So contribution is 1 lakh, 90,000, 75,000 and 2 lakh. Less fixed cost, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. Here there is a 20% increase. So 30,000 plus 20%, so 36,000. So EBAT is, our operating profit is 70,000, 60,000, 45,000 and 64,000. And we are making assumption 10% decline in sales is with reference to units sold. So along with the sales, variable cost also change. Thank you. By this we done with second chapter. From the next video we'll be moving to the new chapter.